Okay, so here's number 17 from that homework 1.2 about two-dimensional motion. So you got a 0.32 kilogram rock is projected from the edge of the top of the building with an initial velocity of 11.1 meters per second. Again, remember, all these numbers are based on my document. Your numbers are all going to be different. At an angle of 50 degrees above the horizontal. Due to gravity, the rock strikes the ground at the horizontal distance of 19.9 meters from the base of the building. Okay, how tall is the building? And then assume the ground is level and that the side of the building is vertical. The acceleration of gravity is 9.8. Right, so here they're going to tell us what we're going to use for our G value. Okay, and so the important thing is when I do these problems, I always like to teach start off by breaking down your velocities, or your initial velocity vector, just because you just get used to it. So VOX is VO cosine theta, VOY is VO sine theta, and so we're just going to do 50, or sorry, not 50, but it's going to be 11.1 cosine 50 and 11.1 sine 50. Again, these are going to be based on your numbers, not mine. Okay, so 11.1 cosine 50 is 7.13 meters per second. And I'm running into my little menu options here. So 11.1 sine 50 is 8.50. I'm running into the option there, but this is in meters per second. Okay. And so now we can really work our problems, right? And so our problem. So we use our position vectors or position equation. And remember, it's essentially the same equation. It's just that, remember, in the x direction projectile motion, your acceleration is 0. Okay. In fact, this is our G value. All right. So because we know how far it travels horizontally, we can find its flight time. Okay. So time is just going to be x over VOX. And so that'll be 7, or not 7, but our height, or our distance traveled, 19.9 divided by 7.13. Okay, so it's going to take a time of 2.79 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to go over to and this time, remember, time doesn't know a direction. So it's our time, our time of horizontal travel is our time of vertical travel. Okay, so we could just say one of these is 0, right? It doesn't really matter because what we're ultimately looking for is what is our displacement. So we can just say VOYT plus 1/2 GT squared. And so we're going to do VOY, which was 8.5, times the time we calculated over on our horizontal side, plus 1/2 times negative 9.8 times 2.79 squared. Okay, so we're again, if you're going to do this in one shot in your calculator, make sure you put in parentheses and type it in. Our answer is going to be, now this ends up being negative, okay, but understand the height is just simply the positive answer of that. So the building is 14.4 meters tall. Okay, and so this is how you would work a question as such. Okay.